The harvest of later. Alara squinted at the velvet sky. The stars were mere blurs, like spilled salt scattered across a dark table. She reached out her hand, trying to touch the light, but it remained out of reach. "I want to see their faces," she whispered to the wind. "I want to see the mountains on the moon." Her grandfather, Theron, sat on the porch, his eyes reflecting the constellations he had known for decades. He knew the longing in her voice. "A star-glass is a heavy price, Alara," he said softly. "It takes more than just wishing. It takes a slow, steady harvest of copper and silver." The next morning, Theron placed 2 empty glass jars on the kitchen table. One was labeled now, and the other later. "The now jar is for the small smiles of today," he explained. "But the later jar is the soil where your biggest dreams will grow. You must choose which one to feed." Alara worked hard, pulling weeds and delivering letters. Soon, she held her first silver coin. On her way home, the sweet, buttery scent of cinnamon buns wafted from the bakery. Her stomach rumbled, and her hand drifted toward the now jar. The bun would be delicious, but it would be gone in a moment. She found Theron in the garden, kneeling beside a tiny green sapling. "If I eat the acorn today because I am hungry, Alara, will I ever have the shade of the oak?" he asked without looking up. He patted the earth gently, showing her how much care the small plant required. Alara went inside and walked past the kitchen table. She ignored the now jar and dropped her silver coin into the later jar. It made a sharp, promising clink against the glass. It was only 1 coin, but the jar no longer looked quite so empty. The months passed slowly. During the summer fair, a kite of crimson silk danced in the breeze, and all her friends bought honey sticks. Alara's hand hovered over her jar at home. The later jar was half full now, heavy and tempting. She wanted to join the fun, to feel the now of the festival. Theron walked out to meet her, pointing not at the fair, but at the pale midday moon hanging in the sky. "The moon is the most patient of all," he said. "It waits its turn through the bright glare of the sun, knowing its time to shine will eventually come. Patience is just a different kind of strength." Finally, the day arrived when the later jar could hold no more. It was so heavy, Alara needed both hands to carry it. She and Theron walked together to the dusty shop of wonders in the center of town. On the counter, she poured out a shimmering mountain of silver and copper. That night, the hill was silent. Alara adjusted the brass dials of her new star glass. The blur vanished. Suddenly, she saw the jagged craters of the moon and the dancing moons of Jupiter. She looked at Theron and smiled. The weight had not just bought her a lens. It had made the stars feel like they belonged to her.